America, land of the free, home of the brave, a place where the ideals of liberty and justice are woven into the very fabric of our society. We whisper these words like a prayer, a promise etched in the nation's soul, a promise that every individual can carve out their own path. But what happens when freedom means more than just voting rights or free speech, when it means living without the constraints of modern society? What about freedom from the grid, from taxes, from rules? The kind of freedom that allows you to live life on your own terms, without interference. Deep in the heartland, nestled between forgotten highways and whispering cornfields, lies a town unlike any other. A place where the conventional rules of society don't apply. A town where the sheriff never sets foot, where the taxman doesn't dare tread. A place where the usual authorities hold no power. This is Slab City, California, America's last truly free place, a sanctuary for those seeking an alternative way of life. Now, I've been around the block a few times, seen the bustling cities and the quiet countryside, seen the underbelly of luxury and the raw desperation of poverty, the stark contrasts that define our society. But Slab City, this place is different. It's a world unto itself, a community built on the fringes of society. It's a magnet for dreamers and dropouts, artists and anarchists, all drawn to the promise of a life lived on their own terms. A place where creativity and individuality flourish. No rent, no regulations, just the relentless sun overhead and the scorched earth beneath their feet. A harsh environment that tests the limits of endurance. It's a hard life, no doubt, but for the souls who call this place home, it's a fair trade for something even more valuable: absolute freedom. A freedom that is rare and precious in today's world. The people of Slab City are a diverse bunch. You got your Vietnam vets, still haunted by the jungles they left behind, seeking solace in the stark desert landscape. Runaway teens, escaping broken homes and shattered dreams, searching for something real, something raw. Artists and musicians, drawn to the creative energy that crackles in the air, free from the constraints of the mainstream. And then there are the true survivalists, the off-the-grid pioneers, testing the limits of self-sufficiency in this unforgiving environment. They might seem like outcasts, misfits, rejects of polite society, and maybe they are. But spend a little time in Slab City, and you realize something else. These are people who have looked into the eyes of the American dream and found it wanting. They've chosen a different path, a harder path, but one paved with authenticity and unyielding self-determination. They are the pioneers of a new kind of frontier, one where the only currency is grit and the only law is survival. Life in Slab City is not for the faint of heart. Imagine a world without building codes, without sanitation services, without 911. A place where your neighbor's artistic expression might involve a 20-foot-tall metal sculpture powered by a questionable generator. This is the reality of Slab City, a place where freedom reigns supreme, and the consequences, good or bad, are yours alone to bear. Water is trucked in, electricity is a luxury, and the nearest grocery store is a half-hour drive across the baking desert floor. But amidst the challenges, there's a sense of community that's hard to find elsewhere. Neighbors help neighbors, skills are traded for favors. Shared meals under the vast desert sky become sacred rituals, bonding people together in the face of adversity. It's a harsh reminder that sometimes the things we take for granted are the things that matter most. Section 4. Living on the edge of the map. Days in Slab City are ruled by the sun. The relentless heat and the glaring light shape every moment, every decision. The searing heat dictates the rhythm of life, forcing people to slow down, to adapt, to find solace in the shade of a makeshift awning or a salvaged RV. It's a daily battle against the elements, the absence of distractions, the lack of modern conveniences. It forces you to confront the essentials. Food, water, shelter, community, connection, purpose. These are the pillars of life here. These things, often lost in the noise of modern life, become strikingly clear in the stark beauty of the desert. The simplicity is both humbling and enlightening. Evenings bring a welcome respite from the heat. The cool air is a balm, a gentle reminder of the day's end. The sky explodes in a riot of color, painting the desolate landscape in hues of orange, pink, and purple. It's a daily masterpiece that never fails to awe. Campfires crackle, guitars are strummed, stories are shared. The night is alive with the sounds of camaraderie. It's a time for connection, for laughter, for celebrating the simple act of survival. Each night is a testament to resilience. In these moments under the watchful gaze of a million stars, it's easy to forget that you're standing on the edge of the map, in a place many have written off as uninhabitable, unlivable. Yet here, life thrives in its own unique way. Section 5, The Price of Paradise. But let's not romanticize it. Slab City is not utopia. The lack of rules and regulations comes with a dark side. There are dangers here, both visible and hidden. The desert itself is unforgiving, a harsh mistress that demands respect. Dehydration, heatstroke, and venomous creatures are ever-present threats. And then there are the human elements. Without law enforcement, disputes can escalate quickly. The strong prey on the weak. Addiction and despair cast a long shadow over this fragile community. The question lingers. Is this true freedom, or simply chaos masquerading as liberation? Is it possible to have a society without rules, without some form of structure? Or does human nature inevitably lead to exploitation and disorder? Slab City, in its raw and untamed existence, holds up a mirror to our own societal constructs, forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the world we've created. Section 6. Voices from the Fringe. I've sat around countless campfires in Slab City, listening to the stories of its residents. There's Mary, a former lawyer who left the corporate world behind, seeking solace in the simplicity of desert life. She spends her days creating intricate mosaics from broken tiles and discarded glass, finding beauty in the discarded and forgotten. Then there's Jake, a Vietnam vet haunted by his past, who finds solace in the company of his fellow veterans, sharing stories in silence under the endless desert sky. Each story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, to our ability to adapt and survive even in the most challenging circumstances. But these stories also whisper a cautionary tale, a reminder that freedom, while intoxicating, can also be a double-edged sword. It requires responsibility, accountability, a willingness to look out for one another in the absence of external authority. Section 7. A Future Ungoverned. As the sun sets on another day in Slab City, casting long shadows across the desert floor, one can't help but wonder about the future of this improbable place. A place where the rules of society seem to dissolve into the sands, leaving behind a unique blend of freedom and uncertainty. Will it be swallowed up by the encroaching desert, reclaimed by the forces of nature? The relentless march of time and the elements could one day erase all traces of human habitation here. Or will it continue to exist as a testament to the enduring human desire for freedom, for a life lived on one's own terms, no matter the cost? The people here have chosen a path less traveled, embracing a lifestyle that defies conventional norms. Slab City is more than just a location on a map. It's a symbol of resistance, a beacon for those who seek an alternative way of life. It's an idea, a challenge to the status quo, a reminder that there are other ways to live, other ways to define freedom, other ways to be. Here creativity flourishes in the most unexpected places, turning the harsh desert into a canvas of human expression. It's a stark and beautiful anomaly in a world increasingly obsessed with order and control. The contrast between Slab City and the orderly world beyond its borders is striking, highlighting the beauty of its chaos. And for that reason alone, it deserves our attention, our respect, and perhaps even our envy. It stands as a testament to the human spirit's unyielding quest for autonomy and self-expression. Because in the end, aren't we all searching for a little piece of that Slab City magic, a place where the soul can find peace, where the mind can wander freely, a place where we can be ourselves without judgment, without reservation, free to write our own stories on the blank canvas of the desert sky? Slab City offers a glimpse into a world where the only limits are those we set for ourselves.